everybody, my name is Chris, and yes, I'm bringing Airfix back. Why? Because last week actually did pretty well, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to do that well. I mean, I was actually always going to bring it back regardless. I was always going to do sort of like this model. I might do others, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to be as successful as it was. So, who knows? Maybe. But I still don't have the paint through that I need to continue that. However, I did realise while looking at instructions that there's a lot of stuff I can actually make that doesn't involve the little guy up there at all. So, that's what we're going to do today. So, first thing you'll notice is that the camera angle has slightly changed. Whether or not it will change again, I have no actual idea. I'm still very much trying to work out exactly how I want this to work, how I want this to appear, how I want it to look. I still haven't quite got my head around all of it yet. But that being said, I'm quite happy with how this turned out. But if you think it could have been better, then by all means, please let me know. There were some glitches and issues with the recording, but it's all unconnected. So what we're working on at the moment is basically the trailer that goes behind the car and can actually attach to the car. You can see the sort of little hook on the right hand side, the bit I just made there, and that is actually where that can actually physically hook onto the car, which I probably will do. I haven't exactly decided it, but chances are I will probably do that. Basically, it's just making the trailer. You can see the middle bit, and yeah, this is where it basically went wrong. Basically, those bits I showed, I put them together. As you can see now, we have the sort of the wheelbase sitting there and working, like so, and then we have the little bit which we put onto there, and there we are. And then you can see it doesn't seem like it seems like lots of tiny pop filter, tiny little parts, and then you kind of stick them together, and voila, you actually, get somewhere. And it's not always easy to stick them together. Believe me, it is not always easy to stick them together. But I mean, I am looking at a completed trailer, so you be the judge. But I'm looking at a completed trailer that looks pretty damn awesome. But for now, as we're still sticking the final bits onto it. And there was a cut at some point, but I don't actually know if it's here or if it's later. But yeah, there was a slight issue with the trailer. But it doesn't appear like the issue is today. Oh no, the issue is coming up. Yeah, I kind of lost the component temporarily, and then I had to find it. Oh, lots of fun, lots of fun. I love it when things go right, don't you? It always goes so well for me. Hang on, I'm lying. But, to be honest, actually, these things did go well. Every problem we had was overcome. And I think that was the cut there. But yeah, every problem we had was overcome. Every issue we had was fixed. So I'm okay with it. And that is the hook that we're doing right now, which actually the gun can sort of hook to the back. It's like a whole sort of towing thing. I don't know whether I'm going to hook the gun or whether I'm going to have that as a separate. I probably will have that as a separate thing because the gun really can kind of stand by itself. I don't know, the way I want to display them, that doesn't really work. I'm definitely better with the camera angles in terms of being able to show you the work, but as you can see here, I screwed that up. But there it is. There is the completed trailer. Not the only thing I did today, of course. I'm looking at the next thing I did right now. Quite ironic, actually, at the time I'm doing this audio. The glue is just about dried. But the next thing we're doing is getting the components for the main gun. Now, we don't actually get the main gun done today, simply because there was some drying that needed to be done that couldn't, I thought couldn't do it at this moment. It's something that I'm going to have to do in the next episode. But I do think I did quite well. I'm quite proud of the work I have accomplished. But you can see the sort of two main pieces of the gun there. Usually when I'm doing that off camera, it's usually something as simple as just getting a bit of dodgy plastic off, something like that. Something that just doesn't really matter, It's something that no one particularly cares about, no one particularly wants to see, or is worried about. See, that's literally what I'm doing right now, is just getting this little piece of plastic off. There's a problem with mass-produced stuff. I think I said that actually in my weekly vlog earlier, but that is something that's an issue with this kind of stuff, because obviously it is, mass produced plastic, is that the pieces are supposed to fit together perfectly. They don't. I kind of need to make that clear. They don't. They should fit together perfectly, but they never do. There is always a piece or two that doesn't quite fit. That's the problem I actually have building that car, is that there's a piece that should have fitted, but didn't. But all I know now, at the end of the day, that car I'm talking about, that car is done. And now the trailer is done, and the gun is certainly starting to look a bit more like a gun. Now, that is not a part I actually finished today, but it is something I got a good chunk of work on, and I'm looking forward to finishing next time? I don't know. Maybe next time. Maybe the time after. I actually hadn't given it a lot of thought. I suppose probably next time. I don't know. I had some goals for today, and I got those goals accomplished in roughly the time I said I was going to do them. So I'm happy. Obviously, you're seeing this at the times 3 speed. But for me, it's obviously times 1. And it can be slow. I mean, you can sort of see the progress isn't really that quick. And yeah. But yeah, that's the gun kind of done as much as I can sort of do. I got the next order component out, which is that there. Fun fact, I actually did the gun wrong. You actually can see, well, you can't see there because I'm sort of fixing it, but you could see before that there was a bit sort of sticking out of the side of the gun. That was supposed to be underneath the gun. I actually put that on the wrong way round. Whoops. And this was me like, I'm going to apply these two together. And the gun isn't dry. So I abandoned this. I tried to do it, but it was just impossible because the piece I was trying to stick to the other piece was not dry. Of course, it is actually now. I literally just looked at it and it is dry. Well, as dry as it's ever going to be. Well, as solid as it's ever going to be, I should say. But yeah, it looks pretty damn cool. But yeah, I just finished off by getting the little soldiers done, which, I mean, they're easy to put together because it's literally one item on another item. That's the extent of the work. They're going to be a lot harder to paint, I think, than they are. And hey, remember I said about the I had problems with that earlier? I did indeed. But basically, it's just me applying glue. It's not really a big deal. And as you can see there, I fixed it. It's one of those things that I didn't notice it before the cut earlier, but that time I noticed it was a problem, and I love that the speeding up. I didn't even notice that guy's droop because he did it sort of so slowly. You can see it there, and then there you go. No, god damn it, I'm putting him back together, but there they all are, and that's it all done. So there we are. That's where we actually are right now. As you can see, we're quite a bit more way down. Obviously, there's a little guy from last time, but now we have the trailer, and we have the gun, and we have the guys. Next time, we'll be getting that painting done, getting the car finished, and the time after, hopefully, will be the rest of it. But until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you, hopefully, very, very soon.